They're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Giants. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
A handoff, Barkley running left. Taken down at the 42. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you got a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. They'll set up to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
2nd and 6. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run it again with Chubb. They find some open field here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, down at the 31. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Down.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Algier will try to pick it up. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Runs over him. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he's got it down to the 28. The Giants at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Colin Johnson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point try good by Godot. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready,
about set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and play some ball.
Here we go.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 48 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung here.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody from running down.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good.
Yeah.
Backside guys,
Nah.
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And complete to Drake London. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line.
Set, ready.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's got it down to the 28.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Okay, ready?
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Got his man. It's London. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Algier. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Algier again. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tyler Algier.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll look to throw now on first down. He gets this one to Johnson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and the Falcons are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. You got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. We'll see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here.
Okay, right.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
Come on, set.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ready?
2nd and 5. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
Ready?
They'll look to throw here.
And this one too low.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Got it?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Back to throw again. Flush to his right.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ready up.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Giants are back within a score.
Gano throw the extra point, and it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Looking to throw. Past the 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give them 32 on the play.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Dancing to his left. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Now Chubb running right. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Giants. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Ready, set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he'll get this out to the 30-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Gets through and now an opening.
Still on his feet.
Touchdown, Falcons. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll look to throw again.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A first down carry for Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Another try for Barkley. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. I want to take that course.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Colin Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Aaron Robinson in on the stop. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 7. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Okay, ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Certainly not the best of throws that time from the rookie QB.
And now he'll need the support from the home crowd and the hometown fans, because They know they've got a gem here. They know they've got a good player, but there will be mistakes along the way. They will have to show some patience in order to help him along.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards that time for number 14. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up on the move past the 40.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard this sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, 4th quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem phased one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
On the ready. Black shot.
Back to throw now on 1st down. On a bad time late for a pull throw. It's intercepted.
And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game.
Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To Barkley on the check down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got his man in the crossing pattern. It's Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's a big pickup right there. And so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Barkley off tackle left. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Giants, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.